The following program is complete nonsense. While the people and places are real, the events are entirely invented for comedy. Please do not cite this in your history paper, unless you want to fail creatively.
Everyone knows the story of Benjamin Franklin and his kite. 1752, a thunderstorm, a key on a string, and suddenly, electricity. That's the textbook version. But the truth is far stranger, and much earlier. Because Franklin didn't discover electricity, William Shakespeare did. Yes, the Bard of Avon, author of Romeo and Juliet and Hamlet, was also the world's first electrician. It began at the Globe Theatre. Shakespeare loved dramatic thunder, but stagehands banging on drums simply didn't cut it. So, one stormy evening he hatched a plan. What if lightning itself could be hired as a stage actor? He ordered copper wires stretched across the roof, connected them to metal props, and waited for the skies to cue their entrance. When the storm hit, the Globe Theatre lit up brighter than a Las Vegas strip club. Audiences gasped as swords sparked, crowns glowed, and Juliet's balcony practically buzzed with static. It was the first light show in history, and also the first electrical fire drill. Shakespeare quickly realized the potential. He began experimenting. Quills charged with lightning wrote faster. Tankards of ale fizzed with unnatural vigor. One unlucky actor received a shock so powerful, critics described his death scene as frightfully convincing. Historians claim his tragedies explored themes of fate and mortality. In reality, most were just about power surges. Hamlet's famous to be or not to be soliloquy was originally to ground or not to ground. Macbeth's witches weren't stirring cauldrons. They were conducting experiments in voltage. And A Midsummer Night's Dream, the first documented blackout, word of his discovery spread quietly. Queen Elizabeth herself attended a performance where her ruff caught fire from static discharge. Far from being offended, she knighted Shakespeare on the spot. Not for poetry, but for services to indoor lighting. Sadly, the technology was unstable. Sparks burned down theaters, fried manuscripts, and occasionally vaporized an unlucky critic. By the time Shakespeare died in 1616, his electrical experiments had been covered up, passed off as mere stage effects. Centuries later, Franklin stumbled on Shakespeare's notes, copied them, and swapped out iambic pentameter for pseudoscience. The kite and key story. Pure plagiarism. Shakespeare was the real pioneer. Franklin just had better PR, so next time you flip a light switch, don't thank Edison or Franklin. Whisper instead to the Bard, who brought us Hamlet, Romeo, and Juliet, and, most importantly, the world's first electric bill.